It was a very happy day for the education sector because one of the problems which the vice chancellors, rectors, and provosts of college of education, those managing the tertiary sector in Nigeria, have been complaining about have been the subscription to IPPIS. You know what IPPIS does? And which has made recruitment and many other activities of the university relating to personnel very, very difficult. Now today, today's council, it has been decided, the president has directed that vice chancellor should no longer or have been taken out of that service. So this is a very, very important development for the vice chancellor that will allow for efficient management of the universities and tertiary education, generally speaking. And then secondly, which is connected to that, before now, when the tertiary education institutions want to make recruitment, they have to run to the office of the head of service, for waiver, for approval, for all that sort of thing. Today, too, the council, through the directive of the president, has exempted them from that they will have nothing to do. They don't have to go to the office of the head of service because it is actually not in their line of supervision. So that too, that has been a big bottleneck in management of staff in the universities where they have to apply to that office whenever there are vacancies and have built up a lot of vacancies in the universities and Polytechnics and that level of service, waiting sometimes for years, for months. And so from this, at this today's meeting, that requirement has been removed. So they will only be guided by what their law prescribes. And then, of course, there are other levels of supervision. The NUC at the Federal Ministry of Education is there. So that's a very big relief for the universities, and we sincerely hope these measures will be responsibly reciprocated by the institutions, so that whatever has led to their being brought under those facilities will no longer arise. So basically, this is what has happened as it affects education. Of course, there were some other approvals for developments in construction of Senate building in the University of Nigeria, and then approval of some money for NECO to run its forthcoming exams in a very efficient manner. The council has given them that green light. So basically, these are the things which have happened relating to education. Thank you. IPPIS, the decision will be with immediate effect, not any further deliberation or whatever it is. And then secondly, what was the motivation? Simply, the president and the council is just concerned about efficiency of management of the universities. And so it has nothing to do with integrity or options of platforms. Simply, the president cannot understand why vice chancellors should be leaving their duty post and be running to Abuja to get staff enlisted on IPPIS when they get recruited. And the basic concern is that universities are governed by laws, and those laws give them autonomy in certain respects, and most respects actually, apart from one or two things. And the IPPIS has been sort of eroded that autonomy granted to the universities under the Act. So the president thinks there's no reason why vice chancellors should leave their duty post and be coming to take so much time, chasing issues about IPPIS. Now, whether those platforms should have been allowed to operate, I mean, that's just dragging the issue. If you say allow them to operate, which one are you now going to operate? So it still comes down to the same problem of efficient management of any system. And that's basically why it drew the attention of the president, and he simply said, look, the university should be permitted to run their affairs like any other university in the rest of the world. And the IPPIS was a serious obstacle to that. And, connected to the IPPIS is the authority that the head of service has to grant for a waiver, for recruitment. But they are all connected, because it means if you have to go to the head of service, they interface with the managers of IPPIS and that sort of thing. And so it was simply dragging efficiency and autonomy of the institutions. So these are the basic reasons why that decision was taken. And ASU will be very happy about that, because it's one of the things actually they were quite agitated about. And nobody is really interested in wants the university system to be bogged down in mundane day-to-day issue that does not really impact on their progress. So this will go a long, long way in ensuring efficiency and autonomy in our tertiary institutions.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Again, we want to welcome you to this press briefing after the just concluded Federal Executive Council meeting. A number of issues were deliberated upon, and decisions have been taken. I have with me, to my immediate right, the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Mr. Bayo Nanuga. To my immediate left is Mr. Festus Keyamo, Minister for Aviation and Aerospace Development. And then I have on my extreme left Professor Tahir, the Honorable Minister of Education. Like I said, the council meeting was broken into two. In the first part, there was the swearing of members of the chairman and members of the Federal Civil Service Commission, and the swearing of the chairman of the ICPC. A number of issues have been discussed, and I want to first bring in Mr. Festus Keyamo to tell us about certain memos that he presented and the deliberations therefrom. Mr. Keyamo.